Tonight, the City Club of the Mahoning Valley held a discussion on the election results.
A panelist of journalists and educators talked about how Trump's win will affect the Youngstown area and the region around it. 27 First News reporter Molly Reed was there. She joins us live in the studio with what was said.
That's right, Stan and Mandy. The name of the discussion was Elections Have Consequences. They talked about how Trump's policies will affect the economy, education, and quality of life here in the Valley and across Ohio. What they all agreed on was that it's pretty hard to tell at this point, based on what Trump has said. 4 of tonight's panelists were journalists from across Ohio, including the local political reporter from The Vindicator. The 5th was Dr. Paul Sarasik, the chair of YSU's Politics and International Relations Department. Now, the forum is happening right in these doors behind me here, and the first question that was asked tonight was, what will Trump get done in his first 100 days? All of them said that's pretty unclear, which seemed to be the theme for a lot of their answers tonight. They said he said so many things during the campaign and has already gone back on a lot of it.
Now it seems to be a little bit softened, and there are parts of the Affordable Care Act maybe he might want to keep.
It's not clear yet, because he's never held office before, how exactly he would vote, what he would support. So there's a great deal of uncertainty.
They discussed the trade issues he promised to rescind. That included the Trans-Pacific Partnership and NAFTA, both of which he was against. Also brought up bringing the steel and coal industries back to the area. They agreed it depends on how he gets people to move back to the Rust Belt states. Even so, David Skolnick said it will never return to its glory days of bringing hundreds of thousands of jobs.
So you need to have jobs. You have to have really good paying jobs to counterweight all the reasons for people draining away from this region.
They said getting people to move back will also keep Ohio strong in elections.
So we lost 2 electoral votes, and we are on track to lose at least 1 more in 2020. So I think with the influence in Ohio is decreasing with each passing census.
The panelists also said a couple things to pay attention to will be his appointed cabinet positions, how he handles the Federal Reserve, and looking at how he handles consumer choice issues, like the merging of major companies for trade. Now, one thing we are learning tonight is that there's already fighting among his team for those cabinet positions. In the studio, Molly Reed, WKBN 27 First News at 11.